Meet Jerry Jacobson, ex-cop and the criminal mastermind behind the largest ever scam involving McDonald's and Monopoly. In 1987, McDonald's started their most successful marketing campaign to date.
Monopoly has come to life at McDonald's with over $40 million.
Every purchase gave customers the opportunity to collect a Monopoly game piece and tokens attached to McDonald's packaging. Each one of these items contained a prize ranging from free food to $1 million. The company responsible for this was Simon Marketing, whose head of security just happened to be Jerry Jacobson. As the head of the McDonald's McMillions program, it was his job to make sure no winning game pieces got into the wrong hands. He ran a tight ship, even checking employees' shoes as they left the factory. However, in 1989, temptation became too much. He snuck out a game piece worth $25,000 and gave it to his stepbrother at a family wedding. Later, he would claim to have stolen the piece just to see if he could do it. 6 years later, in the 1995 prize drawing, a computer randomly selected a factory in Canada to make the game pieces. Allegedly, executives at Simon Marketing reran the program until it chose an area in the United States. Having seen this take place, Jacobson decided that the game was already corrupt and went all in on his scheme. He started with family members and eventually grew to a network of mobsters, drug traffickers, convicts, family of Mormons, and even psychics. Also, this guy, Jerry Colombo, who was involved with the whole scam, was in a McDonald's commercial. Over the course of 12 years, people in Jerry's network won almost every grand prize. The key to his fraud was that his winners were nearly random. He once met a couple on a cruise ship and ended up giving them a winning ticket. You gave Jerry a little cash up front, he would give you your ticket to claim your prize from McDonald's. According to some people involved, Jerry would often give away these winning tickets in plastic Ziploc bags that frequently weren't even closed. After his local butcher found out about it, he gave Jerry $2,000 for a $10,000 prize. As they were neighbors and friends, he had someone out of state collect the prize to not arouse suspicion. Much like investigating a stock fraud or boiler room scheme, the FBI collected evidence slowly. Wiretaps, tailing cars, they couldn't just jump on the whole operation. They needed a more complete case file, which by the year 2000, they had, and shortly after approached McDonald's. The fast food chain had been dealing with similar problems from the game's inception, once catching someone trying to steal over 3,000 pieces. At first, McDonald's just wanted to end the game to save face, but eventually the FBI convinced them to let it play out for one more 6-month cycle. This proved to be just enough time to catch everyone involved, but the FBI knew juries reacted much better to vibrant, damning evidence, so they decided to host a meetup of previous grand prize winners in Las Vegas. This didn't end up happening, which is kind of unfortunate because it would have been really funny to see all these people pretend not to know each other. McDonald's and the Bureau opted instead to visit the 2001 grand prize winner's home. On August 3rd, a McDonald's film crew arrived at Michael Hoover's house in Westerly, Rhode Island. As the undercover agents behind the camera listened to his story, it became apparent that he was in fact part of the fraud, and over the next few days, they arrested over 50 people. Jacobson was eventually sentenced to 37 months in prison and forced to pay back $12.5 million in restitution. Almost everyone else who was part of the scheme was convicted of mail fraud and conspiracy to defraud McDonald's, most of which served small prison sentences or had to pay back their winnings. In the aftermath of this, McDonald's was sued a few times and ended up picking new winners, forever changing the way they ran such contests.